All right. This is my review for Invincible Season 4, Episode 2. Nolan. This is the Nolan episode, or Omni-Man episode. I really love this episode. Simply because I just like seeing the Viltrumite Empire when it was basically at its height. And I just like seeing it because it's something we don't really see often. We see like flashbacks and different things like that. So I did enjoy seeing the Viltrumite Empire like in its glory. But it's just interesting because in the beginning of the episode, when I saw that thing dropping down and I saw the like, oh, it looks like a virus or something. I don't know what it was. I didn't know what it was, but it was a scourge. It was a scourge virus. It was a virus someone created to defeat all the Viltrumites. And when you see all these billions upon billions of Viltrumites being, they're dying from the inside because of the virus, it's like that's one of the only ways they could have done it, to take out these Viltrumites. And it's just a lot. It's a lot. I'm just like, dang, like you can't really feel bad because it's like they did it to themselves. They went and they conquered and they kept conquering more. They took more than they needed, and someone said, "No, this is not enough. They, we have to strike back. We have to do what we can to defeat these people." And what I'll just say, I'll just kind of let you know, basically the revelation at the end of who it was. When you find out that person, it's. I kind of suspected it being that person, but I'm glad that they answered that question in this episode. This season is giving us a lot of answers to certain questions that they may pose to us early, but I like it because they're not really stringing along any storylines. I don't think. I think they're giving us what they need to give, and then whatever we think may be strung along are things that really need to take time for them to get to them. So I like this season so far, so very, very, very much, and I just like seeing a young Nolan, man. Like his parents are trying to kill him, and I'm just like, damn, like I'm not saying we should forgive Nolan for all the crazy stuff he did, but we can understand him. We can understand why he is the way he is, and it's like, he was born on that planet. At least now he's trying to double back and change some things. So there's that. So yeah, but I do like the fact that Nolan was the author of all these sci-fi books and different types of books, and it was really like coded messages for how to defeat Viltrumites. I really love that idea. I really love it so much that I kind of want to read those books, and I'm curious to look up if you can read those books, or like if there's obviously the books that Nolan wrote are, you know they're fake books. They're a disguise for all the ways that Viltrumites can be defeated. But I like it so much, the idea of him writing all these sci-fi and different type of books with the stuff in it, that it makes me want to read those books. Like it makes me want to read those comics. So I want to look up if there's any issues or anything like that, special issues. That's pretty cool. And really, what I'm really saying is, I love Space Racer. I don't know why I love Space Racer. Is it because he looks cool and he has this cool gun? It's because the mystery. I want to know the mystery. I want to know, what is that gun powered with? I want to know, does Space Racer have a family? I want to know, like, is he immortal? Like, why does he live so long? Like, I'm very intrigued by Space Racer, is what I'll say. And it's just interesting how the Viltrumites found different ways to defeat some of their enemies, or at least stop them for a short period of time. Like, what do you call, what's the name? They look like dinosaurs. I'm forgetting the name of it. These red creatures. They blocked out their sun to freeze them because they're like their planet has like a lot of gravity. So that's why they're super strong. And one of the I like that idea because there's a point where I'm like, where they're trying to fly away, and I'm like, why don't they fly away faster and get away from these things? It's because the gravity is so heavy. They're trying to fly, but they're not. It takes time, and I'm like watching, like, fly faster, but they just can't. They're trying, but they're like boulders flying. I'm like, dang. But that was pretty awesome sequence to see. And yeah, I wish they could have got at least one of them frozen. Sheesh. But I like all the little ways that Nolan is telling them, okay, this is what can probably help us. and how he has to go back to these places where he was terrible. So I like that, him kind of atoning. And I'm just interested to see where this all goes. Ultimately, I'm sure it's going to be a war. But when Nolan is saying there's like basically 50 of them left, like, I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see what happens. But I like that this entire episode, you don't get to see anyone except for Nolan and Alan. I really like this episode. And I love Alan the alien. I love him so much. Like, I thought, part of me thought he was going to get beat up really bad again by these red creatures so he could get stronger again. But I'm glad they didn't do a rinse and repeat of that plot line for him again right now. Because he's super strong. But ultimately, what am I trying to say? Ultimately, I like the revelation of Nolan finding out about who made the Scourge virus. I really do. Like I said, I like that they didn't make us wait too long for us to have that revelation. And then also, the end, Nolan is saying he's gonna go. He's gonna go. He's gonna go get his son. And I guess the next episode, who knows? They're doing pretty good with the leading up to the next episode. So we'll see. But I love the after credits. And I love that every episode has a little bit of after credit. And what do you call Mr. freaking Conquest? Basically saying, he failed and take him out. So we knew they weren't gonna take him out. He's too strong of a person to just. You have to use him. You have to make his atonement for failing to take the Earth by fighting with them. He can't just get taken out. So I know he wasn't gonna get. I knew Thrag wasn't gonna take him out. So we'll see. But this is a great series. It's a great series. I'm happy to talk about it, and I'm happy to see where it goes. I don't know. I want more. I'm saying I want more. I'm saying I want more. Like the series is done already, but it's just that every time these series ends and we have to wait, I'm like having a little bit of anxiety about it but I have the comics. I bought like 3 omnibuses so I could read past where we are right now. But I just like, damn, it's just so good. I'm just like, damn, like I'm gonna have to wait again. I just gotta be patient. But it's not even over. I'm only in episode 2, but it's just, this series is so good, man. It's so good. Like I'm watching, I'm like, damn, this is like, it's so, what series is good when even though it's animation, you're watching and thinking like, damn, this is like, they don't even need to make a live action because it's just so good. Like people want live actions of everything, but they just don't need to do it. They probably will at some point if they want to try, but they don't need it. Like the storytelling is great, the animation is great, and you could I just feel like the animation is better this one. I feel like overall the animation has just been good. Sometimes I feel like the last episode, and here's the thing, I watched this show late in the game because I thought the animation was not terrible, but I wasn't a fan of it. I remember seeing the trailer, I was like, it looks so flat, and they did have a little bit of the flat animation, flying, and it looks like he's flying on a picture and stuff. They did have that in the first season, a little bit, and a little bit in the second season, but the story was so good that I just kept watching. I was like, this is amazing, so I'm glad I watched it. But it seems like the budget is bigger, and I feel like the animation overall is so good already. But that's all I'm gonna say. It's Dejo, know the name, spread love and light, take care. And since I'm excited for Mortal Kombat 2, we're gonna keep signing off and get over here. Get over here.